Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we are over here at my girlfriend Tori's place, and I finally convinced her to let me set up an aquarium over here. I'm just kidding, she actually wants one, right?
I do want one.
So it is going to be going back there in that corner, right in that area. It's going to be a 37-gallon tank. We actually already got everything, but we had to go to a bunch of different stores to get all the different supplies. And real quick, to start off this video, I'm just going to show you all that. All right guys, so we are here at PetSmart, and this right here is the tank we're getting, the 37-gallon all-in-one kit. We are also getting some water conditioner that we can just leave over at Tori's place, food for the fish, and then also a new siphon to leave over there. Then we have all the stand options right here, and we decided on this one. So we're gonna grab this and the tank setup, and we'll be on to the next store. All right guys, so we're here at a different pet store to get some live plants, and we're definitely gonna get some Java ferns, and then might get one or two of those potted leafy plants, and then like maybe one of these ones down here. All right guys, we just got done inside of our last stop, the hardware store. Got a 50-pound bag of pool filter sand. Works great in aquariums. Got our tank and our stand back there, and we got our plants right in here. So we got everything we need. Now we're gonna head home and start setting everything up. All right guys, so we are back from the store, and as you can see right there, we got everything we need. We got the tank, the stand, the sand, and then this right here is actually the driftwood and rocks from my 55-gallon tank. I'm gonna be completely redoing that tank here pretty soon. So I took all the nice decorations out of there, and we're gonna use them on this tank. And then we got all of our live plants right here, our food and our water conditioner. And then I also got a new siphon that we're gonna just keep over here. And once again, this whole tank is gonna be set up right there. Perfect, right next to an outlet. And me and Tori were actually gonna set up this tank together today, but she actually has to go do something in about 15 minutes, and she's gonna be gone for like an hour, so I'm just gonna set up the whole tank while she's gone, and it's actually gonna be a complete surprise, so that'll be kind of fun. So while Tori's still here, we can start setting up the stand, and I'm not sure how this is all gonna go together, but we're just gonna rip open this box and take a look. Hopefully we don't need to return this. All right, so we got a whole stack of wood here and an absolute novel for an instruction manual. So this will probably take a while, but I'm just gonna get to work on it.
A few moments later.
All right guys, well it's now been 2.5 hours and the stand is finally done. There it is. But also, Tori's already back from her excursion, so it's no longer gonna be a surprise. She's just gonna like set it up with me, which was the initial plan anyway. But yeah, here's the stand. It's pretty nice. You can see it's got like fogged glass on the front doors, then a couple shelves in there so we can fit plenty of stuff in there, then a couple holes back there for the plugs to go in. And yeah, this thing was extremely complicated to set up, but it's done. And now we can get into the fun part, which is setting up the tank itself. So we're gonna unbox the tank. If you guys watched my last video, it's literally the same setup, except this one's 37 gallons, the other one was 10 gallons. But this kit comes with all the same stuff: filter, heater, net, light, lid, tank, all the same stuff. Once again, everything you need to set up a brand new tank, other than like the chemicals and the water and fish and decorations. So we're just gonna fly through this. We got the filter right here, got our 200-watt heater, net, thermometer, water test vial, plug for the light, and then our lid slash light right here. Instructions, other random coupons and stuff. And we're just gonna go ahead and put it right on the stand, and there we go. So now what we wanna do is just wipe down the inside of the glass with a wet rag, just to get off any dust and other debris that might be in the tank. And there we go. And now the next thing we wanna do is put the filter and heater in place so that whenever it's time to set up the decorations, we can just put them around these two. So we need to know where these are going. So I'm gonna get these all situated and rinse them down, and then we'll start putting them in the tank. All right, so we've got the filter and the heater all rinsed down, so we're gonna put them in place in the tank. The filter's gonna go right here on the right, and then the heater is also gonna go right back next to it. And now that those two things are in, the next thing we're gonna do is rinse down the sand for the tank, and we are using pool filter sand. This is the exact same stuff I used on my 125-gallon tank. This is the best sand I've ever used in a tank. It's like not dirty at all. You still wanna rinse it just to get any dust that might be in it out, but this stuff is super clean and it looks really good in aquariums. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse this down. So this is what we'll start with, and we'll see how much of the tank this fills, and if we need more, we can just come back and rinse more. So we're just gonna stir up all this sand in this bucket of water, and then dump it out, and it should be good to go. Yeah, so I think we're gonna need a bit more sand, so we're just gonna go rinse some more down, do the exact same thing we just did. All right, so now on to my favorite part of the tank build, scaping the tank. We got driftwood, dragonstone, and some live plants right here in the kitchen pot. So once again, these pieces of driftwood and that dragonstone are all from my 55-gallon tank back home, but I want this tank to look like really awesome. So I'm gonna try and figure out how I can like put these pieces of driftwood together to look the best. I don't know. It actually looks pretty good like that. So we're gonna see how this looks in the tank. Yeah, I think that's gonna look really good whenever we get some like plants tucked up in there and some of that dragonstone. So that's what we're gonna do next. Got a couple real nice pieces of stone right here. And I think I actually wanna put these in before the wood. All right, so I think this is about what we're going for. You can see we have like that back left corner kind of higher with sand, and then it works its way down this way. And we have that dragonstone kind of scattered in there, and then I wanted it to look like the driftwood was like growing through the dragonstone, if you know what I'm saying. So I think this is what we're gonna go with, and it's gonna look a lot better whenever the tank is full and whenever we get the plants in there. The plants are gonna kind of blend everything together. So with that being said, we're now gonna start filling up the tank. Alright guys, so here's where we're at. The tank is full. The scape is in. We still need to put the plants in though. The filter and heater are in place, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and plug those in right now. And there it goes. All right guys, so we got the filter and heater running. We also went ahead and turned the light on, and it looks pretty good. Once again, whenever we get those plants in there, and once we also get a background on the back, this tank is gonna look a lot better. But yeah, it already looks really good as it is. But now we are gonna go ahead and put in these live plants. We got 5 live plants. We got 3 of these Java ferns, and then 1 like potted leafy plant right here. And then this like smaller, I don't really know how to explain it. The guy told me the name of them, but I forgot. We are gonna put the 2 taller ones behind this big structure right here. Then the 3 Java ferns will like tuck into the front and middle of it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Real quick before we get started on the plants, I am gonna add in the water conditioner just to remove the chlorine from the water. There we go. So first we've got this potted plant right here. It is called an ocelot sword. And I think we are just gonna leave this one in the pot. That'll just make things easier. But we're just gonna hide it behind like everything. Yeah, I think we're gonna have it right back there. And that should grow pretty quick and it'll get nice and tall. So we'll be able to see it a little bit better from behind that driftwood. But next up we have an already taller one. I forgot what the guy said this one was called, but this one is already nice and tall for us. So we're just gonna go ahead and bury that right back here. And we've got 3 of these Java ferns. I'm gonna put one right back here. And we'll do one over here, and we'll do the last one right up here. So there it is. I actually messed with a couple things off camera, but it's all basically the same, and I think it looks pretty good. I think the tank definitely needs a background, so we are gonna run over to the store and pick one up right now.
A few moments later.
All right guys, well, we didn't realize how late it was, and all the pet stores are closed. So for now, I decided to throw on that little piece of cardboard that came in the tank and then cut it to the right size. Like here's the rest of it. And it actually doesn't look too bad for now. I mean, it'll definitely work until I bring something else over, like an actual background. So we'll just handle that in the video where we get the fish for this tank. And I'll also probably pick up a few more live plants for it. It looks pretty good right now, but I think it could definitely use a bit more green. So again, we will handle all that whenever we get the fish for it. So let me know what kind of fish you guys want to see in this tank. Again, it is a 37-gallon tank, and I think we want to go with a community tank. So all friendly fish. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. What do you want to see in here? So Tori, what do you think? How does it look?
I love it. You did a very good job. I'm excited to see it with fish in it.
Yeah, me too. So that is pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Once again, we'll be back over here very soon just to put the last finishing touches on it, as well as adding fish. Today's comment of the day goes out to, and if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you gotta do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. There's a lint in here.